I'm trying to make art that has this emotion of joy attached to it. Like art that you see, and once you understand what it means, it can connect to a part of your life that makes you happy. And wearable. When you take the bags or the wearable art that you're doing, the idea is to create something that you can carry along with you, something that isn't fixed to a wall or any stationary place. And so you can make others enjoy the art that you like as well. So the symbols here, that's the geometric everything I've seen, are the complexities of life. And what I'm showing here is that you can have a family which has its own problems and complexities, but in the midst of all that, you see them smiling. And to me, the whole thing is based on this philosophy of Hakuna Matata. That's why he's saying that says no worries. It means that you don't have to you don't live life being weighed down by your problems, but then it's like in all things, you still have that smile. And it came from, I think, the past whereby I was tackling those social issues in my work. I realized that everything was geared towards the problem, but then one thing I was realizing that you can have survivors and other people still having smiles, and you ask yourself, why are you still smiling? So then the flip side was to create work that you see like you can still understand that they have problems, but then they're still smiling, like how you see us smiling here. But that doesn't mean that we don't get problems, you get what I'm trying to say. So that's kind of what I wanted to remind people, that you can still have problems and smile. I think that means that I just like color, so I just squeeze every single color I have. There's no particular color choice that I have in mind when I'm doing it. All I know is, I think it's spontaneous. I know there's some core colors that I have inside. The abuse series, when I first began with this aesthetic, the abuse was going on how many days was this? The days of activism was going on, and I think there was this call for artists, and that was my first dive into it. But later on, it became I think just as you're studying and reading, just get to be abreast with the things that are happening, like how you have mental health taking place. And at a point where I joined this NGO, but on artist activism. So we're exposed to a lot of how artists can use their art to tackle certain issues. So I think the issues are just there, but I think it's when you decide to stand for something, you just start seeing them more clearly. How I discovered the gallons is the same as how I discovered the sacks. I was walking, being nosy in some abandoned place, and I saw a huge stack of gallons. There was an abandoned canteen. That's a clinic. And immediately I saw them, I just saw them being cut in half. It was just there, but I could see it being sliced in half and being used as the next mass market bag. And that's why you see that there's a lot of what I'll call junk around me. And it's I see how else can we use this? Even this thing you see behind you, it's a Middleton, but it's there's always a secondary use for art. Like what I was saying about that, the ancient African art. Yeah. It's seeing something as rubbish, but then to me it's asking how else can this thing be used? So I think the more I've trained my mind to see things that way, maybe I see something which is rubbish, it looks okay, this can be the next thing. So that's how the bag came about, and that's how this one came about as well. So I think with me growing up, I've always liked to, make things. That's been it wasn't necessarily about art, the visual, drawing, because yes, I used to draw behind my mom's, she was a fashion designer, so I used to draw behind her books and all that. Art is I call it my everyday. Yes, I have other things I do. I'll call them family responsibilities. But then art is something that has been with me since day one. And there's this friend I have, I'll give him a shout out. Ishak, I'll say he's one of the youngest artists in Ghana, and he has had the most impact, because it was actually he I was talking to when I developed this. I think he hasn't still seen this work. But he's the kind of artist who is young and doesn't hoard information to himself. So I go and see him, I have long 3-hour chats with him, and we both love Basquiat, who's a US artist. So I take the documentaries that we share, we are talking, and for that he fills me with a lot of knowledge about the art scene in Ghana. And so I'll call him my youngest real mentor. That was the first box I actually bought, Susu box. I was this is a bag, and I was they're you pass, Susu box is a bag. But then to me, it was the best way I could explain that. That's how I wanted the bag to be. So things people who think outside inspire me, going outside the industry and really pulling it in. So even Virgil Abloh, another person who deeply inspires me, McQueen, Basquiat, my neighbor, he's Victor Butler. Like he's also one person. He actually gave me this easel. Like the first time I ever went to paint, I asked him for teacher. I was like, "What is oil? What I do with this?" Because I had free paint for my friend. And he told me, "Okay, you mix oil with interpreter and you mix acrylic with water to do it, and just buy a paint and you can do it." And that was the best advice. And he always, whenever I walk to the studio, even if he's busy, he can have like a 4-hour chat with me. And so I feel like a lot of people have been helpful with that knowledge, and I give him a lot of credit as well for his knowledge. I want to create a bag that makes you see, like it brings out that emotion of happiness. Like you just see your bag, then you just feel like you just feel happy and you feel love. That's kind of like what I was trying to create with this collection. It has this feeling of like dripping ice cream. This is dripping ice cream effect, and this looks like like those donuts you buy and have those sparkly things. It's all to create that like effect, so that it arouses all the beautiful happy moments in your mind.